Hello everyone and welcome to a new video where we will be going over a Captain and Company guide on the talent tree and the progression system. So, the first thing you have to know is what the talent tree is. So the talent tree will essentially buff up your character, give you an advantage in game. How do you actually buff up your character though? Well, every level that you increase, as you can see, I'm level 33. You will gain one skill point to spend in the talent tree. And any of these talents or any of these upgrades will buff up your character. So in the main lobby, if you go to the company side, you could actually speak with this guy and you could actually check out the talent tree. Now, first thing you'll notice there are tactician, demolitionist, and a tinker section. If you go to here, you can see the Demolitionist class focuses on dealing damage to opponents. The Tinker class focuses on repairing and defensive damage capabilities like mines. The Tactician class focuses on piloting ships and buffing crews. So, depending on what you are normally doing, you should upgrade that specific class. So, for me, I am almost always the captain of the ship, so I'm going to focus on the tactician upgrades because it focuses on piloting ships and buffing the crews. If you want to repair, maybe you repair more often than usual, you want to upgrade the tinker class, so that would be this one. If you are mainly shooting at opponents and you want to deal damage, then you should focus on the demolitionist class. Now, you could see up here that you have points available to spend. Maybe you have none, but you could see how many points you have available to spend, and you can go ahead and spend them depending on as I mentioned, what you would prefer to upgrade. I'm always the captain of the ship, so I have spent a lot of time upgrading my ship, and you could see exactly what these upgrades do. Let's take Demolitionist, for example. Fire projectile damage will increase from 0% to 0.5%. If you upgrade it again, it's another 0.5%. If you upgrade it again, it's another 0.5%, etc. Now, keep in mind, you could go to level 1. If you only have 1 point available, you could press confirm. But let's say you had all 5 points available, you could actually click level 5 and just upgrade them all at once. Keep that in mind because when I was upgrading myself, I did it one at a time and it took forever. You could go through all of these different upgrades and see which ones appeal to you most. But a couple things to understand here. Certain abilities you cannot upgrade until you have the prerequisite upgrade. So, for example, this one, I'm not exactly sure what the prerequisite is, but I would assume that that you would have to upgrade fully this Ice Specialist, and then upgrade Ice Aftershock fully, and then this fully, Ice Enhancement, to then get access to this. You might actually need all of these right here. So we might need a complete up to Poison Enhancement and up to Fire Enhancement as well as Ice Enhancement before upgrading any of these. But you'll find that along the way. The most important thing that you have to know is this: if you are focusing on damage, you want to go Demolitionist. If you are focusing on repairing your ship as well as defensive damage capabilities, you want to go Tinker. And if you are a pilot, you're sorry, not a pilot, you're the sailor, you're going to be sailing the ship, then you want to focus on Tactician and then just upgrade as much as you can. As you can see, I don't have any upgrades for these because I'm always the pilot of the ship. All right, guys. I hope that helps you guys understand how the talent tree works. I think the points that you spend reset every week. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, just take a look at the talent tree every so often. And if you ever have an extra talent point to spend, I recommend you spend it. And if you see that the talent tree was reset, you can go ahead and re-upgrade everything that you didn't upgrade originally. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something and go get to upgrading.